Hi guys, I hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a pregnancy Q&A, and the reason I decided to film this video is because I posted a video a few weeks ago talking about our TTC or trying to conceive journey and how I was diagnosed with PCOS and how we used metformin to fall pregnant. I'm going to leave that video linked up here somewhere so you can check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But I've been getting so many messages on Instagram from girls who are going through the same thing, and they've all been asking me similar questions. So what I thought I'd do is film a Q&A and answer all of those questions, and also answer some more questions about pregnancy which I've been asked by some of my friends on Instagram. If you're new here, my name is Bhavi. I'm 29 years old, I live in London, and I'm currently pregnant with my first baby. If you're completely new to my channel, I post videos every Wednesday and every Sunday, so make sure you subscribe below and also hit the bell button so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Also, just a little fun fact about me, I am Indian, I'm Gujarati, and my husband is Irish. That is why I have such a mixed up name. But yeah, I also get asked that a lot, so I thought I would add that in here as well. So I'm quickly just going to answer the few questions that I've been asked about PCOS and metformin, and then I'll go on to the pregnancy ones. So the first question I get asked a lot is how long I was on metformin for. So I was prescribed metformin in September, and I fell pregnant in October. So I was actually only on it for 3 weeks. It worked really, really fast for us, and I don't know if that's normal, but yeah, it was 3 weeks in total that I was on the metformin. The next question I get asked a lot is how long after taking metformin did I get my period? So a lot of people who have PCOS will have irregular periods, but I actually didn't have a period between starting metformin and falling pregnant. As I said, it was only 3 weeks and my cycles were really, really irregular. So I looked back at my calendar and my last period was actually on the 22nd of July, and I got my positive pregnancy test on the 13th of October, which meant there was like 3 months in between my last period and falling pregnant, which really baffled the doctors when they tried to date my pregnancy. They all thought I was around 8 to 10 weeks pregnant, but I was actually only 4 weeks. So if you're on metformin and you're waiting for your period, I can't really tell you how long that would take to come, but I know that you can definitely fall pregnant without having a period. Another common question I get asked a lot is about the side effects of metformin. So as I mentioned in my previous video, the side effects can be really bad. I had nausea, diarrhea, and also a suppressed appetite, which was really, really weird for me. But as horrible as they are really manageable, and you're doing it for a good cause. And if anything, it just prepares you for the first trimester, because the first trimester is no better than taking metformin. The last question I've been asked about metformin is when did I stop taking it, and should you stop taking it after falling pregnant? I myself as well wasn't sure when to stop taking it. I did ask my GP and she didn't have a clue, so I ended up going back to the doctor who prescribed it to me, and I think at that time I was 11 weeks and she told me to stop taking it then. She said I could have stopped taking it a couple weeks earlier, but I think you do need to keep taking it when you fall pregnant just to kind of support your pregnancy in those first few weeks. But definitely go and see your doctor if you fall pregnant, because they will give you the right advice on when to start and stop medication. I am not a doctor. Do not take any medical advice from this video. Okay, so on to the pregnancy questions. I asked for these on Instagram and I actually got some really good questions. So the first question was from Amy, and she asked if I've had any embarrassing or TMI symptoms like gas or farting. Sorry, I've got the questions written here. That's why I'm looking away. During your pregnancy, and that's a really funny question. Loads of people have told me that as soon as you fall pregnant, all dignity goes out the window, and that's totally true. The first trimester, the horrible symptoms I had was obviously nausea, which makes you just like gag all the time. I actually had really bad diarrhea. Sorry, I keep talking about my bowels in this video, but yeah, I had that from the metformin, and it just carried on all the way through my first trimester and kind of a bit of the way through my second trimester. Yeah, the gas situation. I think as your uterus grows, it kind of pushes on your bowels and everything. All your organs are getting squished. So yeah, it definitely feels uncomfortable if you've got gas. What else? Oh, my nipples. Yeah, your nipples will change. It's weird. It's very, very weird. Mine actually scabbed up a lot, so I've had to use a lot of nipple cream on them already. I was expecting, you know, like the usual, they get bigger and all that stuff, but scabbing isn't something that I expected, and that is something that I got. The next question is from Jasmine. Thank you so much for your question. Her Instagram is The Writer's Daughter, and she has asked, has your pregnancy been what you expected, better, worse, or the same? So I would definitely say it's been very different to how I expected. I think the media and movies portray pregnancy in a certain type of way. Firstly, I didn't get morning sickness. I got nausea, but I wasn't actually ever physically sick. And I think like on TV they just show people throwing up and, oh my god, you're pregnant, you must be pregnant if you throw up. I didn't throw up at all. Also, I expected to have a bump quite quickly, but you don't actually get a bump. I don't think I really started showing until about week maybe 23, 24. So yeah, especially if it's your first, you don't show quickly at all. Like, no one will know you're pregnant for a very long time. Something that I always thought would happen is that I would feel really kind of like motherly straight away and just have this kind of like natural motherly instinct, but I don't think I really kind of bonded with the baby for a long time. I think at the beginning I was quite anxious and worried that I would miscarry, so I didn't really allow myself to get too excited, and I think it was after my 20-week scan that I started to feel like I bonded a bit more. Not sure if I'll feel the same when I give birth as well. It might take a while for me to like really fall in love with the baby. I do think in general though, my pregnancy has been better than expected. I thought that I would be struck down with sickness and food aversions and weird cravings and just loads of things like that. All the things that you're told pregnant people get, I didn't really get. So in that sense, I think it's been better than I expected. Another question from Jasmine was, what are your expectations in regards to when the baby arrives in terms of motherhood? So I know this sounds really bad. At the moment, my expectations are just, I'm not going to get any sleep. I'm going to be knackered all the time. I'm going to have really bleeding boobs and I'm going to just feel awful. Me and Tony are going to argue all the time because we're knackered. So at the moment, my expectations are pretty low. And yeah, just having to like think of someone else first, and like I've had 29 years where all I've had to think about is myself. So it's like hard for me to get my head around that I'm not going to be the priority anymore and that someone else is going to be the priority. And I'm hoping it all just like comes naturally. And yeah, my expectations at this point are like just lack of sleep, not knowing what's going on. And yeah, I'm pretty scared at this point. Okay, my cousin Mattel asked, what's been your favorite baby product that you've purchased and can't wait to try out? So I think the purchase that I've definitely been the most excited about was the Doona car seat. I did post an unboxing video of it, so I'll leave that linked up here as well, so you can check that out if you are thinking of buying the Doona. And yeah, maybe after we've used it a bit, I'll do another review on it. But yeah, that's the one that I'm most excited about. I'm also really excited about the Ergo baby carrier. We bought like a baby carrier sling type thing, and I just think it'd be so nice to like be able to carry baby on me and have his little head nuzzled to me, and I'm really looking forward to using that as well. And also the last thing is the snooze pod. So it's basically like a bedside crib. We actually set that up next to my bed yesterday. I was just lying in bed and looking in the snooze pod and I was like, oh my god, there's going to be a baby in there. So yeah, I'm really excited for him to be sleeping next to me in that. And yeah, those are the three things that I think I'm the most excited about. Do you miss alcohol or sleep? I miss alcohol so much, especially now that the weather's good. I'm just really craving a gin and tonic or like a cold glass of Prosecco, even a beer. I hate to say it, a Corona with like a bit of lime in it, but I do see other mums on Instagram having like a sneaky glass of Prosecco on the weekend and stuff like that. So I know this isn't going to be forever, but I do miss alcohol. I miss sleep. I miss like a good full night's sleep, because I'm either waking up to pee or the baby's woken up and is kicking or my back really hurts. So yeah, I miss sleep as well. I miss both of them, I can't choose. Probably sleep more than alcohol, because if I chose alcohol, I'd sound like a right alcoholic, wouldn't I? My friend Emma has asked, how did you decide it was the right time? How did we decide it was the right time? So I think we had always talked about having kids. It had always been on our radar. It was always something that we'd had in our kind of life plan. Yeah, so we got married in October 2018. So we decided that 2019 was going to be our fun year. We were just going to travel loads. And so that's what we did. January 2019 is when I went off the pill, just so that I could give my body time to adjust. And then it was only because my period didn't come, I got diagnosed with PCOS and all of that stuff, we decided that, yeah, maybe we should probably start trying, and it just became the right time for us, I guess. I think I was definitely ready before Tony, but he came around pretty quick. He's a few years older than me, so I think he knew, like, you know, the clock's ticking on his side. So my friend Priya has asked, favourite outfit you bought for the baby so far? This is my favourite baby grow. I love it so much. It's from Next and it was part of a little pack. It's actually in, I think it's called first size, which is like 0 to 1 month. So it is so tiny. Like, look at the little feet. That's so cute. And I'm just obsessed with whales at the moment. I've got a bit of a whale theme going on in his bedroom, and yeah, I really, really love this baby grow. I think he's going to look so adorable in it. And then the second outfit is something we got in a Facebook bundle. We've got so many things for like 15 quid. We've got a whole newborn wardrobe, and this was definitely my favourite out of all of them. It's a little Mickey Mouse dungaree suit, and I just think it is the cutest thing ever. And the last question is, what aspect of being a mum are you most excited about? And that's also from Priya. So there's so many things. I'm so excited to meet him, to see his little face, just to see him grow up, and like everything for him will be a new experience. Like every single thing will be a first time, which I'm so looking forward to. And obviously I'm looking forward to maternity leave and just having that time with him, to spend with him and getting to know him. Obviously the baby cuddles and the baby smell, I can't wait for that. And just having him like fall asleep on me, and I don't know, I'm just looking forward to all of it really. I'm so excited. Also just the thought of like having someone else in our family, like there'll be another seat at the table, there'll be someone else to come home to. I have such a good relationship with my parents, so like I'm even looking forward to him being in his like 20s and 30s and me being old and him coming over to visit. I'm just looking forward to all of it. So yeah, those are the things that I'm the most excited about. So those are all my questions. I hope that you enjoyed this Q&A. If you want to see more pregnancy and lifestyle related content, make sure that you subscribe down below and hit the bell button, and I will see you next time. Thanks, bye.